вълненията продължава, като нищо може да усетите как ни бутат хора, защото тук е просто супер бутаница. Разбира се, това ни прави много развълнувани. Виждате, това е постоянно. Сега сме тук при Square Enix и може да забележите игрите, които се играят. Ще ви покажем някои от тях и как изглеждат кабинките. Може да видите от първо лице за какво става дума. Има играчи, които се редят на опашки, понякога с часове, за да ги играят. Нека надникнем и във вътрешната част на тяхната зона, ей тук, където сега ще дойде следващата порция играчи от опашката, тъй като те трябва да бъдат регулирани. Тук се играе Just Cause, както сами видяхте. И вълненията продължават на още един ред. Здравейте отново! Аз съм тук с още един супер интересен човек. Това е създателят на едно страхотно устройство, за което ще разберете повече след съвсем мъничко. Стан. Той има щанд тук на Paris Games Week и сега ще разберем повече от самия него. Thank you very much for talking to us. Can you please explain a bit further what does your device do? And of course we're going to show how it works later.
Yes, thank you. This is a Fit-based virtual reality motion controller. So that's a controller that you use while seated to move in virtual reality. So the idea is that the user sits, rests his feet on each side of the platform, and by tilting the platform forward, will move forward in the game. Backward, strive right, left, can rotate, and can go up and down.
So does this control the camera as well, or just the movement?
No, it controls the movements. So the idea is that you have your VR headset, or you have your gamepad to play the game if you don't have VR, and this is only for movement.
It just looks fabulous, like something that comes out of the future, really. Well, how is the response here from the visitors on your booth?
It's great. We have thousands of people that line up to try it, and they all love it. It's amazing. They all say it's amazing. They're flying around in the demo we're running, and they feel it's so natural. It's very addictive. It's very immersive, but it's very natural. After a few seconds, you forget about it. Actually,
how much time did it take you to create this?
So this is the end of a 2 years project. So this production ready device, we started to work on it 2 years ago.
And how did you come up with the idea?
Not at all for gaming. We come from the world of architecture and building designs, and when you design a building or an object, you need to turn around your design with a 3D mouse that you have in your left hand, and it's very uncomfortable. So the idea is, we thought, well, why not to find another way to move? And we thought the best way to move are the feet. And when we had the first prototype, right away we thought, but we can play with that. And it's a game controller, and that's what we have been focusing on since.
Awesome. How much does it cost?
It cost 175 euros.
175 euros only?
Yes.
I was expecting something of thousands.
No, 175. It's a game controller for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very impressed. So do you have games that you recommend to be played with your controller?
So it's great for first-person shooter games and space games. So anything where you have movement and you want to play for hours. One of the added benefit of this, there is no fatigue because there are no mechanical parts. Yeah. What happens is, for example, when you push on the right, your left foot will bring the device back to its resting position. So there is no fatigue. It's only you, and it's you can play for very long hours.
This is great. How many people work on this, or how many people are in your company? We're
a company of about 10 people, and the initial team is 4 people. So
yeah, that's a fairly small team,
yes.
Which gives hope to a lot of people who don't have huge companies.
I started many companies, and I don't think it's the number of people that matters at the beginning. Actually, the smaller team is better. Great things.
We keep on hearing that. Did you get funding from somewhere, or did you do it entirely on your own?
We did it entirely on our own. I funded a lot of it, but it's not my first company. So
yeah, very good.
I made money before.
Very glad to hear this. Okay, thank you very much for giving us this time to talk about 3D Rudder, and I hope you have great success in the future, and I'm sure of it.
Thank you.
Както видяхте, това е поредното революционно нещо, с което се сблъскваме на Paris Games Week. Останете с NextTV. Здравейте, прекрасни зрители! Тук съм с един от организаторите на Paris Games Week, което ме прави безкрайно щастлива и развълнувана. Това е Емануел Мартен, който е един от наистина големите хора на това страхотно изложение. Hi, it's very nice to meet you. Thank you for agreeing to talk to me in private here. Can you please tell us how the expo is going so far? How many people have visited so far?
Well, the show is going very well. We already know that we will be around 300,000 people this year. Well, it's amazing. It's incredible.
Yeah, 300,000 people really makes me feel very important for being here. So, how long have you been organizing this event, such a huge event?
Well, for an edition, it's 1 year and a half work. So it's a long process, very long process to gather all the components of the video game culture at the same place. But of course, it's worth it when you have such a big success like outside with all this crowd wanting to play video games. Well, it's really amazing.
Is it hard negotiating with such huge companies, developers, publishers like PlayStation, like Nintendo, Microsoft, Ubisoft, and so on?
We started as a very small French show, so of course we had the support of the local publisher and the local subsidiaries of the big publisher. But now Paris Games Week is it's a big show. It's an international show, so we have a very strong support for all the publisher and manufacturer, and it's easier to discuss with them now.
Very glad to hear that. You yourself, what game are you most excited about, or franchise?
Well, I'm a Star Wars fan, so of course Battlefront is it's must-have for this end of the year. But Halo 5 and Uncharted 4, so there are so much games to play at this time. It's pretty exciting.
Very nice to hear that. A huge part of our viewers are very excited about Star Wars as well. Did you get to play the beta already?
Yes, I've played. I'm a bit old, you know. I'm not used to the multiplayer mode. Yes, I'm up the average age of the gamer in France, so I used to play solo. It's a new thing for me, but not so bad.
Did you get any free time left so that you can just go and browse around the expo?
Well, yes, of course. It's not really free time. It's more to check if everything is okay. But there's so much thing to do. I'm very proud of we have an art gallery this year. I'm very proud of it. We have a French artist who's doing painting on the video game culture. And
live painting here?
No, it's digital painting, and it's amazing. I'm very proud that we have such diversity of contents for all the visitors.
Yes, definitely. And there are a lot of esports tournament going around. Do you also have to do with them, because they are like a huge thing to be responsible for?
Esport is part of the Paris Games Week since the beginning. It's part of the DNA of our show. So we're very proud to have ESWC and ESL this year. We have such big tournaments, and for us it's very exciting because esport, it's amazing. It's a phenomenon. It's going bigger and bigger each year. So they are more than welcome at Paris Games Week.
So you're working on preparing the next year's expo. How is this going, and do you have like any time left?
Well,
like free time for yourself?
Well, not really. I don't play a lot at this time, but it's so exciting to bring all that wonderful world to French public. That's so exciting. Yeah.
All of this is very key and nice information. Thank you so much for giving us this time of yours. Do you have anything to say to our Bulgarian viewers, like some kind of probably for advice for the people who want to, for example, become pro players?
Well, just train. You have to act like sport professional. You have to train and to not to play too long and to stay steady. And just a personal word, because my grandfather was born in Varna, so I'm a quarter Bulgarian. So I'm just very proud to be with you.
Well, that's even greater. Thank you so much for hanging out. Благодаря ви на вас, че останахте с нас до края на интервюто и продължавайте да гледате NextTV.